Hey guys, just making another vlog for my participation in government class. For all you people who are watching outside of that, I'll put that vlog in the description so you can check out everything else I have to say. Um, Last night there was a Republican debate at Dartmouth College, and this exclusively focused on the economy. So this greatly relates to everything I'm blogging about. Um, Now, since then, Herman Cain has been um, rising in popularity, and I'm gonna get to him later, but I have a problem with that. Um, Rick Perry, I guess, is the front runner in this election, and he talks a big game, you know, says Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, all this stuff, but his record in Texas just doesn't show through. Rumor has it or not even rumor has it, fact has it that he has raised taxes in Texas, even though he talks about lowering taxes. Um, he didn't really create that many jobs. Most of them were government jobs, which that doesn't actually create actual growth. That's just that's just moving the money around. It doesn't create actual growth. And he's terrible at these debates. I mean, like he always stumbles on his words like this. I guess that isn't something we should be attacking a politician because I don't really care about how a politician speaks, but it's kind of hypocritical the way they're like they care about um, speaking abilities in other people, but don't really care when he can't speak well himself. Um, Rick Santorum, he's he's very low in popularity. He has a very little chance of actually getting a nomination. But it's kind of funny how they kind of ignored him for a while, and when he finally got the chance to speak, he went crazy and wouldn't stop. It's kind of funny, and I liked how he attacked Mitt Romney, which I'll get to after him, because Mitt Romney's probably my least favorite. But Santorum's just too much of a war hawk. He just like like go to Iran, make sure they never have a nuclear weapon, get involved in all these countries. I'm just like, it's just such a waste of money. It ends up hurting us in the long run. Um, who else? Oh, Mitt Romney. He, all Mitt Romney does is just know how to answer questions. He knows how to avoid questions. He knows how to, work his way, squirm his way out of them. He doesn't really have any substance. He just says, "Oh, I've been a businessman. I know how to fix his economy." How? He hasn't named like a single cut. And that's what you really need to do in these times. He's just saying, cut the waste. That's so general. You really need to say specific things. And last night he was defending the big bank bailouts, and that is just the epitome of what a conservative Republican should be against. But Mitt Romney is just honestly, I mean, I think Mitt Romney is just as big government as Obama, and just I don't think the government spending would really stop, and that's really what's going to fix um, his economy. Um, Michelle Bachmann, she makes good points. However, I don't really like how much she brags. Like she's always like, I have 23 foster children, or I was the first one to start this bill. I'm just kind of like, stop praising yourself so much. Just focus on what's really important. She's been declining a lot in popularity though. I don't hate her, but I don't really like her. Um, Now the big thing is um, Herman Cain, and he's been really rising in popularity, and the whole tax plan everybody's talking about 999, which as he said a million times before, 9% income, 9% corporate, 9% new sales tax. I think that's a pretty good plan overall. I do think income tax should definitely be lower. I'd prefer, if I had to pick one or the other, I'd prefer a sales tax, because it's actually based on consumption, and if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Um, however, um, However, there was a session in which candidates got to ask each other questions, and Ron Paul asked Herman Cain about his affiliation with the Fed, that he was the Federal Reserve, and Herman Cain was a head of the Federal Reserve in Kansas City, Kansas City, I believe it was, and Ron Paul claimed that Herman Cain said that he one time said how we should not audit the Fed, and that people who think we should audit the Fed are ridiculous and don't know enough about the Fed. And Herman Cain went back and said, "No, I never said that, and you better be careful about what you find on the internet." However, the video, you can find it right there online. Herman Cain said pretty much those exact words. And if you know me at all, I'm sure you know that Ron Paul is my favorite by far, by miles, because he is the only one who can. He just he's so intelligent. He really knows the history of how things work. He knows that the Federal Reserve is a disaster. He knows we should stop uh, printing. Like, we at least need to look at the Fed, if not get rid of it. What the Fed does, they've been printing money. They've spent trillions of dollars and given it to big Europe banks, and the other people up there, they want to work with that system and be like, oh, like, make some cuts here. But Ron Paul is the only serious one who can really, I think, make real cuts to the government, and he isn't in with all the establishment. But that's a whole separate issue when it comes to the news media and stuff. Um, and he really talks about specific things to cut. He's the only one really who's against all our involvement in these overseas wars. He's just the perfect candidate, and so that's my debate for the analysis. If you have any other questions or comments, just comment below.